On the Blood side, we have one Death Company Dreadnought with Blood Talons and a Heavy Flamer. Terminator Squad, we have a Storm Raven with Typhoon Missile Launcher and Las Cannons. Sanguinary Guard with their banner. We have my 8-man Death Company squad, 3 with power weapons. Commander Dante. We have 3 Sanguinary Priests. The Captain will be proxying a Sanguinary Priest with a jetpack, and the Grey Knight Terminator will be a Sanguinary Priest in Terminator armor. We have a 10-man Tactical Squad. This is just the Blackreach set. A 5-man Scout Squad, one with a missile launcher, the rest with sniper rifles. And then the 10-man Assault Squad. The Captain has a Power Fist and a shield, and there's an Infernus Pistol and a Plasma Pistol. And that is the Blood Angel Army. On side Necron, we have 2 groups of Immortals, 5 mans each. We have these 2 guys will be Triox Stalkers, a 3-man Destroyer. On our Royal Court, we have 1 Cryptek with Veil of Darkness. The Overlord will just be a Lord with Res Orb, and the other 2 Lords will be with Res Orb and Mind Shackle Scarabs. The Storm Lord will actually just be a regular Overlord. We have 1, 2, 3 Warrior Squads. We have 2 Scarabs, 5 mans each. 2 Ghost Arcs. And lastly, we have a 9-man Deathmark Squad. And that is the Necrons Army. Okay, after deployment, Dante, the Assault Marines, and Sanguinary Priest put themselves into reserves to deep strike in later. The Death Company, Terminators, Sanguinary Guard, and Dreadnought all lined themselves up all nice and pretty. Scouts infiltrated into some area terrain. The Tactical Squad did break up into 2 combat squads, this group and this group, but they did stay, relatively close together. And the Storm Ravens hanging out towards the table edge. On the Necron side, the Overlord with the Cryptek put himself with the Deathmarks, and they put themselves in the corner because they have the Veil to pop themselves in later. Immortals lined up next to the Stalkers with the Scarabs behind them. The 2 Ghost Arcs put themselves off in the corner, and 1 group of Warrior is in terrain. The Destroyers are off in the corner. Okay, and you want to try to steal first turn? Go ahead. And 5, he does not steal first turn, so we back after Blood Angels, turn 1. Okay, after turn 1, the Combat Squad, Storm Raven, and Snipers all fired at one of the 2 Stalkers and managed to remove its quantum shielding and shook it for a turn. The Deathmarks veiled in and scattered into the difficult terrain, and the Cryptek did die and did not pass his ever living. They did shoot at the Snipers and killed all but 2, but they passed their leadership tests. They shot at and killed a couple of the Sanguinary Guard. And other than that, I think only 1 Immortal died. And that was the entire first turn. On to turn 2. Of 2, the bottom 2, the Sanguinary Guard jumped in, assaulted, and destroyed 1 Immortal Squad. The Death Company Dreadnought, one of the combat squads, all shot at that Immortal Squad and did absolutely nothing. The missile shot at and destroyed 1 of the Stalkers. That's where the crater's at. The other Stalker shot at, didn't do a whole lot to the Furioso, or the, Death Company Dreadnought, but then he went in and assaulted and took out his arms, so now they're locked in combat, and the Death Company Dreadnoughts can't do anything against the Stalker, so it doesn't look good for him. The Scarabs ran up and assaulted the Terminator Squad and got completely annihilated. The other squad assaulted the Assault Squad and lost down to a man, and then Dante did his hit and run and bounced out of the combat at the end of the phase. The Warriors and Ghost Arcs all shot at that combat squad and did kill off the combat squad, but they could not bring down the Sanguinary Priest. So, that is the end of turn 2. On to turn 3. At the end of turn 3, the Deathmarks fired at the Scouts, killed all but 1, and he failed his leadership, so he's fleeing off the table. Death Company have not been moving very fast to try to get to them because they are their closest enemy. The big news is over here. The Terminators moved in, assaulted that Stalker, and blew it up. So now the Death Company Dreadnought is free. The Assault squad with Dante shot at the Ghost Ark and blew it up, and then assaulted the guys inside and wiped them out. The Sanguinary Guard wiped out what was left of the Immortal squad, then moved up, and then they killed all but one of them with their shooting phase in the next turn. The Destroyers shot at and killed the Sanguinary Priest, and the Lord that was in that warrior squad made his ever-living and then moved in and joined with that squad. So now there's 2 lords in that squad. Actually, that would be incorrect. He's just sitting next to that squad. He's not joined with it. So, and that is the end of turn 3, on to turn 4. Okay, end of turn 4. The Ghost Ark moved up after the Destroyers got shot at and assaulted by Dante and got wiped out. Ghost Ark moved up, shot at the Sanguinary Guard and wiped him out. Dante fell off his base, and the glue's not sticking to him, so he's just kind of laying right there. But he's down 1 wound, still has a few left. These guys shot at the Ghost Ark, didn't do nothing. Terminators moved up, shot at the Warrior Squad, didn't do nothing. The Assault Marines popped into cover, lost their Infernus Pistol guy, and then forgot to assault. So nothing happened over there. Death Company finally got in range of the Death Marks and wiped them out, and then the Ever-Living token was missed. The Scout was still running off the table because he was within 6 inches, so that is the end of turn 4. And there is one still Scarab hiding off in the corner, preventing a kill point. Okay, we'll be back after the last turn. Okay, end of turn 5. The Assault Marines finally remembered to assault the Warriors after they shot at them and wiped them out. This little Lord managed to get away. The Terminators assaulted the Ghost Ark and blew it up, or wrecked it, excuse me. These guys popped out, shot at the combat squad, and killed all but 2. And Death Company didn't do a whole lot but running around. And we're going to roll to see if the game ends. We'll go ahead and roll. And 4, game continues. We'll be back with a turn 6. After turn 6, these guys all moved up and wiped out that warrior squad that was left. The Death Company Dreadnought moved up and wiped out that Lord that was left. So that makes, for the Necron side, 4 kill points. For the Blood Angels, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 kill points. However, he can't feel bad because he still has 1 more model on the table. He did not get tabled. But it is victory for the Blood Angels. Thanks for watching.